Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the High School Esports League Spring Major Halo Infinite Finals. I'm Sam Talks, once again joined by Cairo as we are getting things set up and good to go here. But Cairo, we got confirmation of what game mode we're going to be starting with, and I'm particularly interested to be starting with this one since it's going to be Strongholds to start us off with.
Strongholds, it's all about the rotations, it's all about keeping control of those points on live fire as well. Probably, in my opinion, the best map of the full pool. We were having a little chat there before we came live, and we are just talking about how good live fire can actually be here, Sam. And I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. I am so excited to get into this one.
I am sharing that excitement just as much. Live fire has that beautiful setup when it comes to stronghold, especially the AC checkpoints, because they're right across from each other. You can see it, you can get to it real quickly, and then of course you have your B checkpoint or your B stronghold point that is just sitting right there on the lower end of the map. And we also too know that live fire has some really powerful capabilities on it with their weapons. You have a sniper rifle that spawns right in the center. You also have active camo that is that is there for you as well. But that sniper rifle can really be the make or break difference here, especially in the hands of some of these players.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, you stick someone up in that bird's nest, you can basically, almost get full visibility on towards the B site, especially if someone's over-aggressive. You can clamp down 2 sites with 1 position, depending on the movement. And I mean, I guess a bit of luck, bit of Halo luck sometimes it comes into play. That's going to be the interesting part. Who can lock down these weapons? I mean, the sniper rifle. Also, you've got other stuff that's on the map. I mean, the Wrangler as well can be really useful in those close range fights.
Yeah, and not to mention the heat wave chilling out down below.
Oh, yeah.
You can't forget that devastating weapon that can just annihilate the enemy if they are not careful. And it is also such a powerful weapon. Once again, in the hands of someone who knows how to use it, you can catch them just off guard so well, and especially on strongholds where we have a lot of close quarters engagements. When you want to go in and try to take those points, that heat wave, that Wrangler especially, could come in, could come in major clutch.
Yeah, especially, that's a great point to make. I mean, there's a lot of close quarter fights in this map. I mean, I'm thinking down below with a little tunnel system where the oddball usually spawns. If we were playing oddball, I mean, those some really close quarter fights. All in all, it's a really small map as well, so there's not really too much long range engagements unless you're fighting down mid or either of the channels. That's the one thing that is really good about this map. On top of that, I mean, there's also the capability for a flank from C to A if you want to go down by where the kind of armor ability spawns. That's going to be a nice one to watch to see if anyone tries to go for a hero play, or if we see a nice team rotation through to kind of upset the spawn points.
I think that nice team rotation is going to be what is going to seal the deal here in a lot of these types of situations. I think you do have the occasional hero play that can make or break a game, but this is it. These are the grand finals. Best of 7 here. So if they can't work together as a team, that's going to spell just quick defeat here. And it was like you mentioned earlier, I think rotations are also going to become incredibly important as well, especially once we start knowing, when the teams start having to remember, hey, we got to go and pick up that sniper rifle. Hey, we got to go ahead and pick up the active camo as well. But we are going to be starting here very, very soon as we go on to strongholds on live fire.
Yes, this is where they see the pressure line on these student these student players. I mean, this is where it all matters, and already it's kicking off there with a lovely double kill to kick things off.
Absolutely beautifully well done there. Starting off with a double kill. And as we're seeing it right now, we do have Bosco Varsity versus the Xavier Saints. Looking at the scoreboard right now, we do see that Bosco Varsity is going to go ahead and take A and B point, putting themselves up on the board. Ooh, so close right there for Fraku, who almost got taken out, as they are trying to just keep them off of the active camo, but was not quite able to make that happen.
Certainly isn't. Look at this. He's already trying to get upset already by the Xavier Saints. Will get it done. A single player, but gets taken out straight away. Probably going to get recapped pretty quickly, but no, it's actually being defended. A nice flank on towards B. That's nearly all 3 points being captured by Xavier, but not before A is going to be recaptured.
So, though, that's going to be rough for Bosco Varsity as Xavier Saints start putting themselves up on the board. 2 plasma grenades go out, and Og is going to show them the business end of a battle rifle, but Still, Bosco Varsity is taking C back under their control. So close. It was almost there. Xavier Saints almost managed to push them off, but AC is back under control of Bosco Varsity as they go up to 23 points to 17.
Yes, they are taking nice control of the point scoring business right now. SM7 Sniper was dropped. They are in that last engagement, but look at this, the Xavier Saints coming back into it. A nice repel and a lovely frag there. And look at this, Xavier Saints still locking down this site. Got control of A and B, which are in close proximity. Great position to defend. Not going to work out though.
Xavier Saints have been playing really well here so far. They are rotating so expertly, throwing Bosco Varsity off of their game right now. Still though, caught out. Fraku is going to be going down there. So unfortunate when you're by yourself and you're going up in a 2v1 engagement. And once again, it happens there again as B point gets taken over by the Xavier Saints, but not before C point starts going down soon as well here. But look at that kill. Look at that scoreboard right now, Cairo. We are seeing Pac-Man sitting at 6-3, but squeezed 5 kills, 1 death.
Yeah, it's absolutely incredible. I love the prioritization of the A site by the Xavier Saints as well. The fact they realised, right, A's actually closer than C. Let's prioritise this. And no, what? A nice double kill to come through there. Nearly a team wipe against the Xavier Saints. Bosco Varsity are coming back into this one.
Thus the name showing that double kill is the game right here as Bosco Varsity controls both A and B once again. This is a really tight game so far. Oh, so close. Almost made it out there with the sniper rifle, but it's going to be taken out. We have a duel breaking out, but listen, when you have no shields and you're trying to survive, you run away, it is not going to end up well for you as we see the Xavier Saints take A and B. C is lost, though, to Bosco Varsity. And we're sitting at 47-42. They are so close to each other. This is literally neck and neck so far.
Breathing down each other's throats in a minute. Oh no, don't try and take on a full team by yourself, Squeezed. Get shut down straight away. Nice little team play here as the trades come through, but they can't get onto B site mining, holding this down so well. Couple of bullets spray off there, but nothing hitting so far. As I think that was nearly all the teams coming back up. Seemed to be a bit of stall, both teams trying to get that penetration into one of these points. And here it comes here, but getting shut down.
We're seeing these hero plays coming out from both Bosco Varsity and Xavier Saints. They want to be that one person who pushes in. Just because you have the mangler in your hand, though, that does not mean you're going to be doing anything with it. But I take it back as Squeeze gets a reversal kill with their own mangler. Do we see a 360 right there as the Bosco Varsity takes down one after another? Double kill. Do we see a triple kill? A kill assist so close right there. But Bosco Varsity is going to be taking B and C for themselves, and they're going to be putting them back on the board, 52-76.
They are going for the A site as well, potentially, but I think the player must have just got slain as that came up. It seems like they're trying to penetrate on towards the C site. Can't do it just yet, but a lot of pressure mounting here. But it looks as if they're going for B instead. Prioritise that closer site again. We've been talking about it so far on the cast, but here comes the pressure. Here comes the plays, but they're all falling on the C site.
That was expertly well done by Bosco Varsity. Xavier Saints just went up there one after another to their deaths as we see another one go down onto Ayug. And you hate to see when this happens. Bosco Varsity comes back from a 20-point deficit to take the lead here as they are continuing to just hold on to B and C. The C point has been held by them so well, though. Xavier Saints just cannot get rid of that. You see it right there. They just come down from the sniper's nest and then immediately capitalize on their teammates' work.
100%. Remember, folks, you need to have 2 points to keep those scoring going, and the scoring just keeps falling into Bosco Varsity's pocket. Nice nades work being done there, but nothing to be capitalised on. Gonna get those overshields back right now. Bullets flying left, right, and centre. The assault onto C-side is starting to begin here.
And there we have it. The Xavier Saints are finally making that push onto C point. Bosco Varsity is going to jump off of it for a quick second as they reestablish themselves in order to take them out. Going to try and go away real quick. Supported by your teammate. And this is why teamwork makes the dream work, everyone. Because you see it right here as Bosco Varsity, they lose C for a split second. They're not going to be able to take it, actually, as Xavier Saints comes back over onto it. 360 onto Squeeze, goes down themselves, but you have no shields. Once again, it's not going to end up well for you. And there we have it. Finally, Bosco Varsity taking C point for themselves.
They certainly are. The lead just damaged a little, but they're going to try and re-establish this, and they're making good establishment of it. Look at this. The points keep racking up, nearly at 30 points right now for Bosco Varsity. But losing a player on C side might leave it a little bit vulnerable here for Xavier Saints.
I'm liking what Bosco Varsity... Oh, double repulsor kill with a cluster look killing spree into a double kill. What a play right there. Xavier Saints tried to get them off, but they just could not do it. And Bosco Varsity, they take that A point, they take that B point.
They certainly do. They're doing so much good work here. Nice repulsor. And no, just getting taken out from behind. The tag team making that one work. And we move on towards the B contested. They know there is a player on this site trying to... Oh my god, that was a sneak kill from behind. And I think the player's actually going to get taken out there. Oh my god, this is lovely plays and great grenade work and great defense here from Bosco Varsity.
They are not going down without a fight. They are not giving up a single inch here. The sniper shot does not connect, brings out the battle rifle. But they are, one player of the Xavier Saints is going to be getting out of there. I like what Bosco does here, though. They don't carelessly go on to the next point. We don't see them over-rotate onto A and just continue a rotation here. Yeah. They hold on to 1 point, and then they just stay onto B and C or B and A. And if they need to, they'll get off of it and regroup.
Nice pickup of the active camo here. That's going to be good for later. Maybe trying to get a sneak kill potentially. And right now, it seems as if Xavier Saints are actually managing to vend A and C. As I say that, though, the A site is going to get capped right now by Bosco Varsity. Nice plasma pistol play. Can't actually capitalize on it just yet. Going to get that charged up once again as grenades fly left, right, and center. Almost like an artillery strike here. And can't seem to find a kill whatsoever. B still being contested right now. Bosco Varsity doing such a great work.
And there you have it, the heat wave came out. Apologies, everyone, for calling it the wrong name, but there you see it. It is destructive. It is forceful right there in your face, and we saw just how well it can work if you know what you're doing with it. And BC is still under the control of Bosco Varsity as they inch closer and closer to victory. Less than 70 points from winning here. They only need 250 as we see the heat wave connects a shot but cannot make the headshot work. No shields for Fraku. Has to play it carefully, has to play behind the box here. And they are gonna go pick that heat wave up and continue that relentless assault. Gets the shot, but gets repulsed. You just hate to see it happen there. That was beautifully well done by Bosco Varsity as they return the favor and they reverse the situation that they were in.
They certainly do, extending this lead more and more, all the way up to 90 points and counting. They seem almost undefeatable at the moment here, Sam, and I don't see them being displaced at all. I don't see a comeback coming from the Xavier Saints after having such a great start.
I'm not seeing it either, but we know how Halo Infinite can work, Cairo. We know that it can be crazy as we get a kill onto Squeezed. They're defending points. We're slowing down a little bit. A and C are both taken, but Bosco has a big time deficit that they can work with here. They don't need to be careless. There's going to be a headshot pick with a sniper rifle from Fraku as they have that in their hands going for the close range engagement here. They want to take that B point. They want to get that triple cap so that way they can earn those points faster. But the defense from Bosco Varsity is so fierce, so vicious, they can't break through it.
And not only that, the fact that the defense was so vicious, it's turned into offense. Look, that's A cap now because of an almost team wipe. Right enough, though, B is looking nice and viable. Contested right now, and they're going to win it out. B's going to be capped, and the comeback is on.
The comeback will not stop. That active camo got fantastic usage for the Xavier Saints from mining as they make their singular push onto C point by themselves. They got a couple of hot shots there, but don't want to push it too far. Oh, that grenade is going to be chunky, though, as they get taken out. A killing spree happened at the last second, though. But Fraku has that sniper rifle, is not able to connect a shot, but Squeeze is going to be able to pick that kill up and start working on B as they are trying to get that triple cap, but A is going to be taken out soon.
It certainly is. Those points still ticking up. Remember, folks, if you have majority points, you're the only one scoring. So the comeback is viable here. But they need to have a good defense as Xavier Saints. And it seems as if it's coming through right now. But not before C's going to get capped from the back after that triple cap coming through for Xavier Saints.
Xavier Saints is making this happen. They are turning this around. They got it together. And I think Bosco Varsity is starting to feel that pressure. Pac-Man gets a beautiful melee pick right there before they get down to themselves. Trying to get onto B point. Xavier Saints was holding that angle so beautifully and so well. They were able to take advantage of that. Bosco Varsity begins their push onto B.
They certainly do, and look at this, they're going to win out. The the sniper was dropped here, the S7, and I think that was 2 players dropped by 1 man, and that's great play there. It's down to a 2, the players are starting to respawn.
Ooh.
I was about to say it's down to a 2 versus 2. Great nade coming through, and that is going to be B picked up for Bosco Varsity as they continue their assault onto that final 250.
Xavier Saints are now playing the game that Bosco Varsity was earlier. They're holding on to these 2 points, and they're not taking too much risk by trying to go on to B, especially now that they're closing it slowly but surely. It doesn't look like anyone's here at B point, though, from Bosco Varsity, and that's going to start hurting them. Xavier Saints, they're sitting at 171 now to Bosco's 206. They have somehow... They've come together, and they are bringing this closer and closer with each passing moment.
Yes, they are really rallying around each other, creating that team fortitude. But as I say that, the team fortitude collapses. It's like a house of cards. B gets captured, but not before the back cap of C. Nice play here. I think there's going to be a play on to B. But not to be just yet. Trying to play against 3 players right now. If is there anybody supporting this cap, we'll need to see. Look at this, they're all scrambling. Xavier Saints, they win that one out. But can they cap it? That's the thing we need to find out.
They are holding on to it strong, and there we have it, the triple cap for Xavier Saints, and those points are going to start coming in fast. Look at that 80-80 crouch spam, though. Worked out well. We saw, tried to go for the 360, unfortunately, did not go well there. Tried to be too fancy, and it cost them their life. But still, Xavier Saints has A and B under their control. They go back onto point, holding on to that A as they make their way, rotate over to B, push off Bosco Varsity before they're able to capture that. 196-209, we are almost 10 points away from this deficit here. We are almost feeling that heat, that pressure, and that neck and neck that we saw at the beginning of the game.
Yep, but the thing is, though, pressure makes diamonds, and the diamonds of Xavier Saints are coming through right here. A miracle is what they needed, and their prayer seems to be answered by God himself. But this is the thing, though. Look at all these players. They're all fragging out in the lobby. Not a single player lagging behind here as the assault onto C begins.
I mean, Squeesh is sitting at 26-16. If that is not a power player, then I don't know what is right now. And these 2 points, they are going all over the place, B and C, as Bosco Varsity finally gets the 2 points under their control, and they march their way to 250. Thus the name, Sneaky right now with the active camo. This could be the turnaround that they need to be able to make something happen here, to be able to push the Xavier Saints as they begin their push onto B. Goes down, though, and there we have it. The Xavier Saints are starting to take B point back under their control, and they have A in their sights. They are smelling it, and they want it. They want that triple cap again.
They certainly do. They want all the points. They don't want to let Bosco Varsity have a minute to even get a breath. Look at this. Continue assault on towards mid. Trying to stunt the push. This is good work as a team here. This is stuff we like to see. A lovely shot from the sniper, though.
That was executed so incredibly well. Comes out from behind the doorway, and bullet meet head goes down instantly. And Bosco Varsity sees B, takes B, and they're going to be doing the same with A point here. Xavier Saints, though, they took the lead. They're sitting at 234. Bosco Varsity has to watch out as the entirety of the Xavier Saints are going to be pushing on to B, and or is going to be supporting from the catwalk here. And they need to be careful, though, because Bosco Varsity can take advantage of this and move their way over onto C point. Bosco throws out the drop shield over onto B point as we have the Mangler does not connect to anybody. Mining is making their way over to A. 240, 1 to 234.
Yes, can the Xavier Saints finish this one out so tantalizingly close? 48, 49, 250. Xavier Saints complete the comeback on Live Fire Stronghold on our first map. They get the first map point, and what a comeback it was. What first map here, Sam?
What a first map indeed, and what a victory for Xavier Saints. We counted them out for a second, but they heard us, and they were not happy with what we said. Obviously, Cairo, they wanted to prove us wrong, and they did.
Oh, they certainly did. The team play, the rotations, they all started to make it work. And that's the thing we like to see as casters, finding that foothold and propelling yourself forward up towards the top of that hill, the top of the stronghold hill. And my God, they played it so well. I mean, I can't believe we've got that a banger of a first map. And if we had that banger of a first map, what's the rest of the series going to look like?
I don't know. It is intense as, guess what, guys? I think we're heading back to live fire. Once again, this time it's going to be Slayer. So it is straight up just fragging. There is no points to worry about. There's no oddball out on the field. It is just bullet, meat face, and let's get some kills.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, these two teams, we've already seen how fraggy they can be here, Sam. We've already seen them going at each other, and it was constant. It was the Oh, sorry. I think we are swapping maps out here, folk. It's not actually live fire. I think it is something else. But the thing is, though, the point I wanted to make, these two teams, they can frag out. We've already seen it. The kind of tempo of that full match did not stop. I think we had little breathers. I think once or twice over a full stronghold map. That doesn't happen very often.
No, it does not. Strongholds, you usually see it. They sometimes slow down as they recollect themselves and then begin their push. But these two teams, they were in a constant back and forth between A, B, and C. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful dance coming out from both teams. And it was like you said, it was a constant frag as well. There was never a moment in time where someone was not on the kill feed. And I think we ended with one of the team members had 26 kills. At the end of the game, which is an insane amount for strongholds, especially with how long we were on there. I mean, to have both teams so close to 250, that just shows you the kind of games that we're going to be going into. And Slayer, especially, can be intense.
Yeah, without a doubt. And I mean, I think the kind of lowest fragging player was 16 kills on some pro maps. That's the highest fragger. Occasionally, depending on if it's a slow map, that's crazy though. 16 kills your lowest fragging player. That means that every other one, I think we might have had every team on 100 plus kills potentially. I'm not too sure if that's true, but we're certainly close to it.
All right, but we are going to be going on to Bazaar. So this is going to be a fun map. And do you know why, Cairo?
Why is
they
that?
They have the rockets.
Oh, they have the spanker. It really does hit home sometimes. That rocket launcher is absolutely sensational. Only the two rockets, obviously, but let's be honest, Sam, when those rockets hit, they hit hard. We can see potential multi-kills coming out from that, and Bazaar being such a big map, that center of the map will be such a nice place to watch the teams skirmish against one another.
And Bazaar makes for good slaying as well, because not only do you have the rockets, you have things like the overshield. You have things like the bulldog hiding in the lower quadrants of the map. And then, of course, my personal favorite piece of equipment, the grapple shot that can make for some nutty plays. If you know what to do with that piece of equipment, you can swing around like Spider-Man and show people the business end of a spanker.
Oh yeah, certainly. I mean, how many times have we seen someone flying sky high, raining death from above? That's the thing that I'm looking forward to. Those hero plays that we're talking in the last map, we saw lots of it. So how is it going to work in this map right now?
Yeah, I think these hero plays are going to be able to find a little bit more footing here in Slayer, though. Stronghold is a team game, without a doubt. And we saw how well these teams played when they played like a team. We saw how they were able to capture the points. And every time someone tried to be a hero, they were out. They were in that respawn timer. Slayer, though, I think they can fiddle around with it a little bit more and have a little bit more opportunities for hero plays.
Yeah, 100%. But not only that, though, people think Slayer's just a frag fest, but you've got to work in twos. You've got to work in as a unit. Keep those trades coming. Make sure you're keeping up with your opponents. But we'll need to see if if both teams are capable of doing it. We did see lots of evidence that they can, though.
Absolutely. Nothing is scarier than when you are by yourself and you see the business end of 4 battle rifles staring down at you, and then you get the merciless torrent of their rage. That is always incredibly scary. So absolutely, you're gonna be seeing them work in 2s, you're gonna be seeing them work in 4s, and I'm excited.
Oh, I'm so excited. This is a Slayer on Bazaar. I mean, sometimes Bizarre can become bizarre with some of the plays that we see. Players flanking, coming from left field, and managing to take people completely off guard. But here it is, Bizarre Slayer.
Oh, we are getting off to a hot start, as we can already tell what is on the mind of Bosco Varsity, what they want and what they're hungry for. They want that spanker in their hands. We do see 2 members of Varsity, though, low on the shields. And look at that, we already have 2 picks from Ave, and Xavier Saints is going to take the first lead with 2 kills and rockets in their hand. Let's see what happens.
Let's hope there's going to be some nutty plays. The Bulldog was actually on the ground there. I don't know if you noticed. It just came up for a split second. So that's a key weapon that's went down. The assault begins, and the frags also continue here.
Oh, Siskra with a beautiful kill right there onto Fraku. Picks up the Bulldog for themselves before... Ooh, you get caught out. You're all by yourself. Your shields are low. Good call-outs from the Xavier Saints, and they are capitalizing on that. And we're seeing... Woo, this is the scary moment I was talking about. You're mining 246. You're all by yourself, and you are going to get taken out.
Yeah, I mean, these players keep getting isolated. This is the problem. They seem to be continuously getting caught out here. That was the Bulldog and the Commando lost out on the floor. And look at this, the Mangler being picked up. We saw how good these players can be on that last map with this specific gun.
And we are tied back up once again, too. Xavier Saints had that early lead, but Bosco Varsity managed to tie it back up. And this is one of the things that we didn't talk about with Slayer too much, is that the game can kind of go to a standstill here as each team's just poke at each other and until someone is brave enough to make that push happen. And that's what we're seeing right now. The 2 teams, they're just waiting to find someone isolated and take advantage of that like a pack of wolves.
Yeah, I always imagine Halo's like trying to climb up the top of a mountain, checking your footing, making sure it's all right. If it's bad, next thing you know, you slip, you fall, and players start to fall. I think that was a frag just going in favour of Bosco Varsity there. One player isolated in towards the middle of market. Can they get picked up here?
I don't know yet. Siskra gets the Bulldog kill onto Fraku, and there it is. They shot the plasma pistol and is going to be met in kind. They actually managed to do it. They are going to take the overshield is incredibly powerful, and if you don't respect it, you're gonna be going down. It's Bosco Varsity in the lead, 10-6.
They are in the lead by 4 kills, and again the pace is just dropping off here. As I say that, though, the Mangler just not able to do its work. Just unfortunately losing out to that BR. The rupper bump moving through this map. A nice plasma grenade, I think that was, maybe in a dynamo. And that's just disrespect.
That was brutal to watch. It is disgusting. And the Xavier Saints, they're playing so off the wall right now, where they go in one at a time into the meat grinder, and it's starting to hurt them. They are down 7 kills right now as they finally get their first pick in what has been quite some time. And we're seeing Pac-Man with just some absolute dominance.
Ooh.
Finally goes down, but not before they get 5-2. Was not able to make that grappling hook. Mantle up onto the upper areas there. Unfortunately, a whiffed grenade. It happens. We do get a yard sale. Could potentially get something nice out of that. Dynamo grenades come out. Let's see what happens here.
Nice, something spicy in towards the mix. A player caught out. No, unfortunately getting back smacked. A little pat on the back. Nice and sent into spawn. A double kill there to try and catch up. But there is still a lead of 7 for Bosco Varsity right now.
Bosco Varsity has been showing that playing as a team, even in Slayer, still works out so well. Those hero maneuvers just do not work. And we're seeing it right here. Did you see that? Beautiful angles that they are taking.
Oh, yeah.
And the call-outs was just so well done, and they're protecting each other as one member tries to get the overshield on, protected by another member of Bosco Varsity as Pac-Man cleans up these streets.
They certainly are cleaning it up. It's like cleaning duty all over again. Maybe it's the wrong game. Maybe this is Viscera cleanup detail right now. It certainly seems to be the case. But oh no, a nice little answer back here. Is this the Xavier foothold that we're used to seeing from that last map? Is this the comeback on?
I think it might be. We know that Xavier Saints takes a little while to warm up. They take a little while to get going and get the engines revved and ready to start that slaying. So we'll see as the two teams, once again, have a little fight breaking out here. Grenade comes out, and that is going to be answering back in kind. Still, Bosco Varsity feeling comfortable with a 10-point lead. They do not need to give up too much here. They can play it carefully. They can play at their own terms.
At their own pace. That's it. Just continuously skirmishing, firefighting right now. Now you get those grenades right if you're going to try and win those fights. Unfortunately, not able to get much. Oh no, a player getting caught out there. Nice from Xavier Saints, not being able to, well, push too far forward. But we are finally hitting the halfway mark right now for Bosco Varsity. Although their lead has been chipped away at a little bit.
And I want to point out that we're looking at the name, who is sitting at 9 kills and 4 deaths. They are out on the field, they are fragging, and they know what they want. They want this win. They are feeling it after the defeat in Strongholds on Live Fire.
Nice little kill there on towards Squished. A top fragger from Xavier Saints on this map and the last. So it's a good player to keep shutting down, making sure that they don't start up on this one. And right now, we are back to that 10-point lead for Bosco Varsity. Things start to stall out a little bit, but I'm sure this spanker will help out in the action.
You have 2 rockets to use 1 and takes yourself out, but not before you get 1 kill of your own. Mining should know that there's 1 more rocket left in there that they could possibly use, but we also don't quite know where it is. I think it may have fallen back down on the ground. You also don't want to risk it when you know Pac-Man is nearby with an overshield waiting as dynamo grenades go out on to the top mid as well with a double kill from Siskra.
Nice
a triple
play.
Kill! An overkill! An overkill killing spree!
Oh my god, this person is absolutely crazy right now. 12 kills, taking over, that's the name. And my god, what a play to make right now, extending that lead to 14. They look as if this is their map, this is where they're going to answer back. Straight away with 2 Xavier Saints is already first. And like that, we do see a shutdown come through though. We need to see, oh no, is this Xavier Saints? What are they doing?
I think they're... I don't know quite what they're doing either. Look at that sneak attack like Solid Snake out of Metal Gear Solid. Last shot in the gun. Shields are down. They know there's someone else is in there with them. And there's the advantage being taken. This is the Crucible right now. This is Thunderdome down underground.
It certainly is, and what a way to put it. The Thunderdome, the Crucible. It seems to be an absolute bloodbath in there for the time being. But it looks as if Xavier Saints are going to decide to go elsewhere, knowing that, well, I guess the notoriety of this position right now. Overshield up in 15 seconds. That's going to be a key position to control. And those dynamo grenades are going to help out.
This is such a good game from Bosco Varsity after the last match that they had. That spike grenade does so much damage. Shields are down, but they're not being aggressive. They're not going to run, and they're going to hold there. Ooh, that overshield is going to be huge for Bosco Varsity as Xavier Saints tries to get out of that. Just is not going to work out too well for them, though. That is one after another going down. And Fraku caught out once again on their own as Bosco Varsity. Those callouts have been going so well for them here. And they are just dominating.
I mean, the pixel angle that was held there was absolutely beautiful to create that crossfire to help on the assault right now. And it seems if, again, we are hitting that slow on the pace. Seems if Bosco Varsity is still sticking as a unit, but it looks as if they've identified where they can attack in from. The Bulldog play coming through. They're going to get the kills and an assist. One from behind, but the trade comes, and that's us 3 away from finishing this second map out.
Fraku decided that they wanted to go in. It could cost them their life here, though. No, it's not. They're playing it safe. Bosco Varsity did not want to pursue in on that, and that has just shown you the restraint that Bosco Varsity has. There we go, one pick with the spanker onto A again. One last kill, Cairo. This is it.
This is it. One last push, one last pull of the trigger. It won't be a trigger, it'll be a grenade. Victory for the Bosco Varsity as they trade maps at the very beginning. And by God, Sam, this is looking like it's going to go to all 7. We've only done 2 maps right now.
Cairo, I just got to ask, how do you like your steak? Because we just saw a steaktacular there as well. Personally, I like mine medium rare, but Bosco Varsity bringing it back, and they're serving us some steak right now.
Well, I mean, if these last 2 maps have been steak, it's got to be well done, because that's all they've been doing is playing so well. I mean, constantly fragging out, constantly playing as a team. The team play on Strongholds, perfect from both sides, I have to say. Yes, it came in ebbs and flows, but that was good enough. On that second map, it was all Bosco Varsity.
You know what I love here, though, Cairo, is the fact that these two teams are neck and neck at each other.
Yeah.
It has not just been clean sweeps so far.
Yeah.
They have been fighting hard, and they have been showing this is why they are here in the grand finals. Because remember, guys, before now, both of these teams were undefeated, and they had clean sweeps of every single match. So now each team has both taken a black eye, and if I were either of them, I'd be ready to start swinging some more. I'm down to see what's going to be happening on our next map.
Yeah, I'm excited for this next map. But the thing is, though, we got to take a time out with this brawl. We got to get reset, man. I'm sorry, I got to be the bearer of bad news. We're going to take a quick water break, guys. We're going to be back in 5 minutes, and then we've got 3 amazing maps up next. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the High School Esports League Spring Major Finals. I'm Cairo. I'm casting Halo Infinite with my good buddy Sam Speaks. Man, how is these last two maps been going?
Listen, if I had to put it into literally one word, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That is how it's been going, as these two teams are 1-1. As of this particular moment, it has just been insane gameplay demonstrated from both teams.
Yeah, it really has been incredible. And Sam, I'm sure you've got something interesting to tell the viewers right now.
Well, you know what else is incredible, Cairo? Our amazing sponsor, which is Asus. ROG Tough is the official hardware sponsor of HSEL and the 2022 Spring Major. Globally recognized as the #1 gaming brand worldwide and used by elite school esports teams. Listen. Love their products, by the way.
Yeah, I love them too. And you know what? I loved that read, by the way. That was beautiful. That was well done. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
And do you know what else is well done? The stake that we've been having for these last two maps. But let me tell you, we've got an even better meal for you coming right up. That is the objective sandwich. You're thinking, what's an objective sandwich? We have Oddball, we have Slayer, and then we have CTF, Capture the Flag. That's our next 3 game modes for our next 3 maps in that order. Sam, what do you think of that, bro?
I love it, personally speaking, because Slayer is a good sort of palate cleanser after we come off from high stakes objective game mode. And you know what, Cairo? We're back to our favorite map. We talked about it.
Yeah.
This time we're going to be doing live fire Oddball.
Yeah, it's a different type of rotations. Last time it was rotating through the points A, B, and C. I mean, I think we were kind of highlighting the fact that how important B can be on this map, but this time there is no sort of points to contest. There's only one thing, and it is that Oddball. Got to keep a hold of it, got to protect it, move as a unit. And I mean, the team play here, I feel as if I'm kind of repeating myself, but the team play from both teams has been excellent so far.
Insane and off the charts from both teams. They have shown the capability to be able to bring it back. They have shown discipline. And here we have it. We are on live fire as the action begins. Squeesh not wanting to let anyone take that sniper off of their hands. A little 360 as they try to pick up the sniper rifle. Didn't get it, has to go back. Pick it up. The Oddball is in possession of the Xavier Saints as they already get 5 points on the board.
They're going to lose one player, though, leaving themselves a little bit weak at the backbones. But will they get dropped? Oh, no, not like this. They could have reset the Oddball, but they didn't. They kept it on pocket. They dropped it and went for the fight. That gives it over to the Bosco Varsity. And look at this. They're going to get Sniper Nest, and they're going to be able to hold this position down with that S7 Sniper. Ooh. So well played so far.
It is indeed. Sometimes you see the rotations, but other times you see them take hold up in these little areas right here, especially in the sniper's nest with a fantastic Mangler kill. That active camo is coming in clutch. Hold this and a double kill. And Bosco Varsity is going to hold that ball.
And it was Xavier Saints that actually reset the ball as well. That's the interesting part. They weren't able to kind of get themselves reset and pick up after they reset it. Bosco Varsity capitalizing so much right now. And oh no, it looks as if the Oddball is going to get dropped once more. Maybe taken from behind, taken by surprise here. But no, Siska's able to escape.
So close right there. That ball is going all over the place. Xavier Saints is catching Bosco Varsity in an awkward position right now, but that awkward position is going to be reversed right back onto them. Still, though, it doesn't really matter that much when Xavier Saints has control of the ball in their hands and they close that score gap. It's 35-20 right now.
It certainly is. Oh no, they contest onto the Oddball. It's Siskra coming up huge, ooh, but not before getting taken off guard by the heat wave. And like that, we are going to see that the Oddball fall to the ground and no man's land. The active camo coming in clutch right now. And this is going to be huge for Bosco Varsity to continue that lead.
couldn't make anything happen with that heat wave. All shots missed. You hate it when it happens because you said what it can be like in the hands of a person who knows how to use it. But when you can't connect those shots, it is brutal. Such a high fire, or such a low fire rate causes so much issues there as Pac-Man takes down Fraku. And that ball, 50 points in the lead right now.
Oh no, not trying to contest onto 2. Look at this, Xavier Saints, they're starting to wipe out here. But like that, they're going to protect the oddball perfectly. Keeping those points, racking up, trying to catch up on the lead of Bosco Varsity right now. And remember folks, this is a mini best of 3. So if you don't win out this round, there is still another round to keep yourselves alive right now.
Oh, and we see it once again. The action breaks down underground as always. They know where that ball is, and they want to take advantage of it. The Xavier Saints so far have been uncontested as they tie it back up. They're so close to taking the lead, but it is tied, and that is good for Bosco Varsity. No scope right there. 2 body shots. Gonna finish it up with a battle rifle headshot to the face. They're not able to make it as they're hiding so safely behind that pillar, and that's what teammates are for, is they help you sweep it up. They help you clean it up. And unfortunately, you're going to be cleaning that up on the floor yourself.
Oh, I was going to say there, I thought that was going to be a clutch play, but not to be. Oddball still on the ground. No one picked it up just yet. And we are going to see Bosco start to score once again. All the team rallying around this oddball at the moment. But look at this, the active camo. It actually gets dropped just as it got picked up there by Xavier Saints. Almost a team wipe as well. Mining was the only player left to come out of that fight.
Pac-Man, so beautifully executed, gets a battle rifle kill into a grenade kill. That active camo was the bait that Bosco Varsity used to such great effect. And they are so close to finishing this game out. Only a few more points left. This is it.
This is a double kill coming out. There's the Sneak King, but this is it. Will his reign end? It seems likely as the assault comes through here by Xavier Saints, but not before it getting stopped out. The oddball still staying in the hands of Bosco Varsity, and they'll score the first point. They reach 100 first, and they go on towards map point.
Absolutely. This is round 1, though, so round 2 is starting already, and this gives Xavier Saints, this could be what they need to work around what Bosco Varsity has shown that they are capable of, as already they picked up the oddball and they picked up the heat wave. But not before Bosco Varsity gets a double kill, takes down 3 of the Xavier Saints as poor Ugg is all by themselves. Gets the kill, but it doesn't matter when the rest of Bosco Varsity is behind you to support and pick up the ball.
And look at this, look at the way they're zoning out this kind of firing range right now, the long range fights that can potentially be happening. Active camo picked up as well right now, so there's a lot of good objective play coming through from Bosco Varsity. The heat wave coming through, grenade to follow but can't capitalize. The oddball trying to get rotated elsewhere. That's a lovely double kill coming through and great protection.
Xavier Saints are playing too aggressively right now. They are trying to go for those hero plays, and you can see it. They feed in one after another, sometimes 2, but the Bosco Varsity has their angles so carefully placed, and the Xavier Saints, they just cannot hold up onto that. And look at that good target acquisition. They knew that one shield was low, and they immediately go over onto that. 2 picks each. They're trading each other out. Still, though, you got a sniper rifle in your hand. You can make some work with that. Just nothing happened there. Too close to make any effective uses of that sniper rifle as Xavier Saints that finally work together as a team, and they're going to push in on that.
They certainly are. The oddball is down, but look at this. It's in the Xavier Saints territory, trying to get rotated out. They realise what position they are in, and they're in a position of defence. They're trying to stop the push coming through, but they're starting to fall. That's a full team wipe, and that's the oddball up for grabs for free for Bosco Varsity.
Someone needs to explain to Xavier Saints how teamwork works here, because so far they've been so disjointed. They try to get back and they try to regroup together, but Bosco Varsity has just been showing absolute dominance here when it comes to that respect. Oh, look at that. That would have been so amazing if that worked out, but Mining gets a double kill and is going to be picking that ball back. A triple kill! Can they get the mythical overkill? It doesn't look like they're going to be able to, but still a triple kill into a ball. Xavier Saints are feeling pretty good about that. So though, Bosco Varsity only needs 40 more points in that ball, and Xavier Saints has an uphill climb to get there.
It certainly is an uphill climb. The pink mist not being able to descend. But I tell you what, we'll be able to descend. A nice double kill there from Siskrin. An almost team wipe. As Squeezed is the only player to survive that. And with that being said, here comes the push coming through. Nice mangler play, but not going to work out. Oddball continuing to stay in the hands of Bosco Varsity. 25 points to go.
I like how Bosco Varsity immediately just starts spreading out to cover the weak points here, and we're seeing it. The Needler goes out, gets Fraku, shows them that they are superiority and they are their doom as one after another. The Xavier Saints fall. Bosco Varsity has a nice flaming skull in their hands as they only need 18 more points to make it work.
And I like the fact that they're not always trying to hold right now. They're realizing, right, we got to drop it. We got to take these fights. 10 points left, and they're holding on to that so well.
5 more points left on the clock. Xavier Saints, they have to come in. They have to make it happen right now. They managed to get 1 kill with literally 1 second on the clock, but it doesn't matter. Bosco Varsity picks it back up, and they take the victory. They take the clean sweep 2-0, and they go up in this series 2-1.
They certainly do right now. And with that being said, I mean, that's a really great lead to take to break the opponent's serve if you think about it. Because realistically, with the way Xavier Saints played in the first objective map, I was kind of expecting them to take this one, but that's not going to be the case. We are going to move towards Slayer, where Bosco, I mean, Sam, we know how good Bosco are on a Slayer map.
It could be very scary, especially depending on what map we go on to. Last time it was Bazaar, and it was just insane. But this time we're going to one of my personal favorites. We're going to Recharge, and this is where things can get nutty.
This is where things can get nutty. I mean, we do have the energy sword that spawns. I think we have the grapple hook as well. And I think the shock rifle also. We've got the little tunnel area for close quarter fights. So much can happen on Recharge. So many opportunities for good plays, long range gunfights. Recharge is going to be a special map to watch on with Slayer.
Oh, absolutely. So many angles that you can tank. You have A angles, you have the batteries, you have B point where you can just hold down. And this is where Slayer can get so insane with how well these two teams are going to be able to hold those angles. This map has layers to it, 3 layers to be more precise, and you got to watch out. It's like an onion, guys. The more you peel back, the more you're going to find quite possibly someone who wants you dead. And we have the active camo, like you said, energy sword, grapple shot combo can just be devastating.
I mean, this is it. This is where things do start to get devastating, though, because if Bosco can pick this up, they go into a map in Series Point with all the momentum behind them, with one more map to play before we go to the next break. If I'm Xavier Saints, I may be sweating a little bit. This map is more important than anybody can ever realize realistically for the whole series, and depending on how things go.
Yeah, I mean, they had to be feeling good after 2 wins in a row. They lost that first map, but just barely. It was a clean sweep that came from Xavier University, but now they are on top and they have that momentum. They had to be feeling good about that, but just because you're feeling good doesn't mean you can't let your guard down here. Because Xavier University, they're also hungry. They're here in these finals and they want that title just as badly. And just because you've been taken down twice doesn't mean you want to be taken down a 3rd time in a row. And we could be seeing this even back up here very soon.
Well, that's the crazy thing is we're kind of on a knife's edge with this series. This is where it starts to be all matters. Bosco University potentially looking to propel themselves to a 2-map lead, and Xavier Saints then need to go for that reverse sweep, and this is where it's all going to matter. Recharge Slayer.
We have it already fragging out as we see shields halfway down. They want to make their way over to that active camo. They see it, they want it. Thus, the name is unfortunately not going to be feeling it right down as Mining using that active camo as bait. And we're seeing it right now. The Xavier Saints, they already have 3 kills to their name as they take an early lead here, 3-0.
Oh, a nice little trade coming out. Xavier Saints came to play, but Bosco Varsity, you got to remember, you got to respect them, and already they're answering back. A 2-kill lead right now, gonna be half to 1, and it seems as if both teams almost stalling out, but they know where each other are. They know where the gunfights are. Grenade almost capitalizing on low overshields, and then these gunfights continue.
One after another, we're seeing pick after pick as these two teams are back to neck and neck with each other. Repulsor, beautifully well done, pushes them back out, hiding behind the pillar, waiting for those shields to come back before they re-engage onto this little doorway. And this is where the slowdown is starting to happen now, Cairo. These two teams know where each other are, and they don't want to go through that doorway because you're going to be met with bullets, you're going to be met with grenades, and that's going to be deadly.
Well, that's it. This is where we start to see all the bullets start to fly. I mean, it's Slayer. We should be expecting that. Overshields getting taken out there, and players almost getting taken out themselves. Pac-Man losing his life for the time being, and it seems as if Xavier Saints are going to break the fold, and they're going to continue, not before a couple trades, continue skirmishing, but Xavier Saints are going to take a point lead right now. Nice little grapple shot round the corner, but nobody there to fight them. Seems as if the service tunnels could be a point of contention for both teams.
And the Xavier Saints are really coming together here right now. They are sitting at 9-7, and I think I saw Squeesh had the sword in their hands as we're seeing the rotation happen here right now, where Bosco Varsity is going over onto the B point as they want that active camo. And once again, they're going to get baited out for Repulsor is going to be pushing back Squeesh and is going to be taking away their life. So well done, but Xavier Saints has a 4-kill lead, and we're seeing that teamwork coming in here so much better. We're seeing the two of them work. We're seeing them roaming in packs of 2 or packs of 3, and this is what I think is giving them that little bit of an edge that they need to be taking these picks here and taking these kills.
Yeah, they realised where they went wrong after the break in that first map of Slayer, and it seems as if Xavier Saints have found their answer back. But again, as I maybe get ahead of myself, Bosco Varsity, they take 2 of their own, and now it's back to 2-kill lead. Thing is, though, Xavier Saints are just kind of stalling out, waiting to see if they can get a capitalization, get that foothold after one pick, and then moving forward. It seems as if it's a stack of 3 and 1, well, 3 at the left side, 1 at the right, and it seems as if the one at the right is going to get picked up here.
They had the sword in their hands. They get taken out, though. They get one of their own. But, thus the name is in control of that sword. The Xavier Saints are going to be playing that carefully. They don't want to engage on that because they know they go through that door, they could be seeing the 2-pronged assault of a sword in their face. These two teams, though, they're playing against each other so carefully right now, just poking. I wanted to go in too hard. And it has just been, it is slowing down a little bit here.
Yeah, it really is slowing down. And we want to see action, guys. Come on, throw some grenades at each other. We want to see the action. The action's going to start to come. BR rifling off. Mining might be capitalized on. But, oh no, the energy sword just too far away to get that dash through and get that picked up. A nice plasma grenade through. But look at these players in the middle of the map. Look at them. They might be able to get picked up. And no, again, both players, or both teams playing so cautious. But Squish is coming through, not before being traded. And like, this is almost a team wipe. A double kill for Squish. No, sorry, not for Squish. I think, who was that for? Sorry.
I believe that was Pac-Man who got that double kill right there. I believe so. And still, even with that double kill, Xavier Saints came in with some picks of their own. They're sitting at 16-13. They increased that lead just a little bit as they're 3 kills ahead right now. We're going to take a look at Siskra. They want to go through that door. They have the Mingler in their hand. They know that they are powerful, but they're also being smart. And we're seeing that restraint here. Look at how beautiful that is. They want to go through that door. They're hungry. They want those kills. But they know for a fact that someone is waiting on that other side to take advantage of this situation if they decide to go in here. Bosco Varsity gets 1 pick of their own, 1 kill. Before they go down, Pac-Man all by themselves sees the battle rifle business end of 3 of Xavier Saints. There we have it, 14-18. As the Bosco Varsity, they're trickling in now, slowly.
Yeah, they really are trickling in slowly. They are almost feeding the kills to their opponents. They're eating nice tonight, Xavier Saint, especially for recharge. And this is it. Look at this. We might actually see a timer win on this map, considering how slow both teams are playing right now. A 6-point lead right now for the Xavier Saints. And again, it's slowing down. Yes, there's gunfights being taken, but look at this. They're dropping off every single time those overshields get dropped off, get eliminated, and they don't want to lose out on that gunfight.
I think nerves are starting to play a factor in here right now too, Cairo. This is 100% what we've been saying the entire time. They are playing so conservatively right now, and I think they're so nervous. They want these wins. Remember, guys, these are high school students. They are not battle-hardened esports pros just yet. They are sometimes those nerves can hit you hard, and that I think is what's happening here. You see that the glint of a shock rifle in your face, and you immediately back away from that doorway. And you're gonna get caught out with a beautiful headshot to the face.
Nice precision play coming out. A good trade there. But I think, wait, was that actually, I was going to say, is that capitalizing on Bosco Varsity? Yes, it is. There goes Squished, and there goes some more points. Halving that lead down to 3. And looks as if Bosco Varsity might have a comeback in this map. And there's only 5 minutes left of this map specifically.
I can't believe how far we are running this timer down, and we're not even halfway through our kills either. We're halfway done through the timer, but not through our kills, which is insane to me. I mean, still, both teams are playing so hard against each other. Pac-Man 6-5, but Siskra is sitting at 7-6. And literally looking at this scoreboard, both teams are neck and neck with each other at the moment, but Xavier Saints are just rolling on a different wavelength right now.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Oh, it really is insane. And I mean, it's shown the kind of, I guess, the camaraderie that they have as a team. That nice little kind of, I guess, symbiotic relationship with each other. The fact that they're moving together. And look at the assault that's coming through here from Bosco. I think Xavier might have actually identified the coming through as yes. They've picked up Pac-Man. They're going to get another. There goes thus the name. Siskra answering back, though. And the shock rifle not able to try and get those long-range fights. Just managing to stop the bleeding for Bosco Varsity as they traded 2 for 1.
They have that shock rifle in their hands, and they want some kills. They want some picks with it. They're not able to find anything just yet, as once again, both teams playing away from each other. AEG has to be a little bit careful here. They're by themselves. Bosco Varsity, almost the entire team is on that other end as we have a little long-range battle here. But of course, you just walk behind that wall. We are 23-19. Less than 4 minutes on the clock. Still, though, a win is a win, no matter how you get it. This is what Xavier Saints are going to want to do here as they hold this point down. They're going to hold this position. It is going to take something fierce to get them out of it.
Certainly is. But look at this. Bosco Varsity actually have the active camo. A lovely long-range fight. Takes out Squeezed and just chips away at that lead. 3 kills remaining. And it seems as if the assault's going to continue. The commando in pocket with that BR. Short rifle can't hit, but certainly the commando can. From behind, though, across the map, Squeezed. He hits out. And we're down to 1 kill between these two teams as the timer ticks away. Can Bosco Varsity come from behind and try and snatch this win?
I think they could with the way that they've been playing. We're finally seeing some aggression from either one of these teams, and I do believe that Bosco Varsity still has control of the energy sword. The two teams, once again, Xavier Saints, they are set up. They are in one position. They need to just play it safe. They want to play it safe here, but they need to be careful. They need to be a little bit aggressive of their own, and they need to show what they were showing at the very beginning of this map. Grenades are going to go in, though. Bosco Varsity trying to flush them out. And there it is. The scoreboard is now tied up. Take it back. No, take it back once again. It is tied up, but we're staying tied 25 to 26. Xavier Saints in the lead.
I was going to say it was a little minuscule, but the thing is, though, the fact that this is so close, a lovely pixel fading away after that kill, and it's going to continue. The energy sword's going to be chasing. It's like a flying harpoon. You saw it yourselves, and the kill came through. 2-kill lead for the Xavier Saints. We're on 2 minutes. I can't believe on Slayer we're actually considering the time aspect of this map.
I can't believe it either, as we're 28 to 26, and Xavier Saints are not wanting to engage, especially since they know they don't have the sword in their hands. That sword could be the make or break here for Bosco Varsity, though. if they would decide they want to become aggressive and if they decide they want to push it, they do have active camo. This is something that needs to be happening here right now. They have active camo. They have sword. They can make the plays now.
They can make the plays, but remember, look at this. There's still kills happening elsewhere, and it's down to 1 kill, not before being extended to 2. It's still continuing back to 1 again. It seems as if it's almost like a rally, a tennis rally between these two teams. But look at the Mangler moving through the map, trying to see if there's any sort of prey. Yes, they're squished. Can see it. Starts to sprint, but that will drop the camo for the time being. And must have ran out. Grenades falling through. Almost getting picked up here. That's the name. And here comes the kill. The back smack. A little pack in the back to help things. A lovely double kill. Bosco Varsity take the lead with a minute to go.
There it is. Bosco Varsity finally found what they needed as they take the lead here with just 1 kill. 19 kills left, but 45 seconds on the clock. We are so close. It is right there. And they are continuing that lead, 32-30. Xavier Saints they finally had to be pushing forward on that aggression, but Bosco Varsity is increasing it kill by kill.
They certainly are. The floodgates are open, and well, the points keep flowing right now. Is there going to be a clutch play? Is there going to be something to answer for? The hero plays aren't working. They're just feeding Bosco Varsity at the moment. They have 15 seconds to finish this out. They have a 5-kill lead. It's almost guaranteed, unless there is maybe this play right now. No, not to be, as the answer back comes through. 3, 2, 1. Bosco Varsity take recharge.
I cannot believe it. We literally ran down the clock. 39-31. Bosco Varsity takes recharge. They are now 3-1. I cannot believe it, though. They ran down the timer.
Bro, I mean, on that last map, Recharge, Slayer, I was like, this is going to be impactful. This is going to be constant tempo. It's going to be high intensity. It was the complete opposite. They were taking their time. And I think what Xavier realised, right, we've got a good lead. We can frag out. We'll stay as a unit. We'll play it slow. And it eventually ended up not working for them. As soon as Bosco got that foothold, and then Xavier had to chase the game, they just managed to fall out, and now all the momentum is with Bosco. Xavier must be feeling it after that one.
This goes to show you guys how important Halo's power weapons are.
Yeah, 100%.
That energy sword and that active camo combo made all of the difference for Bosco there. It made 100% the entire difference, because the Xavier Saints knew that they had that. They knew that they had to readjust. They knew that they had to move. And because they had to move, that allowed Bosco the ability to be able to collapse in on them and start racking up those kills. And if you're not getting any picks, it just does not work. It just does not happen.
And well, with that being said, we now move away from our fourth map, where Bosco University have moved on to Series Point. This is the incredible thing. On to capture the flag we go. And do you want to know the map here, Sam?
I would love to know the map. I would love to.
I mean, it's going to come up on our screens right now. We are heading back to Bazaar. We are heading to, well, I think the best CTF map, to be honest. There's so many lanes of play. There's so much skirmishing available. There's so many little I guess, rat plays you can play in the sewers and stuff like that. Bazaar, I think, is going to be the decider for this whole series, whether Xavier start to come back into this or if Bosco go home and take it all.
Yeah. Capture the flag. This is a good map to possibly end things on if Bosco can win it here. This is such a good game mode. It is a good map as well with Bazaar. We saw it before on Slayer. We know what's going to be on here. We know that there's rockets. We know there's overshields. But when you add that added element of having to go and get the flag, that can really throw teams for a loop. So maybe Xavier University can bring it back here. We've seen how well they work on these objective game modes, especially with strongholds. We saw a little bit of it in oddball, but capture the flag throws a wrench into those plans. And we'll see how this goes for them here.
Well, we certainly will see. I think we just got a little notification in our ear that we'll be loading up pretty soon here, Sam. And, well, I'm going to ask you, it's the first time I've asked you all series, is Bosco going to take it all, or is Xavier going to answer it back?
I'm going to go with Bosco here. They've just been showing such dominance. They've been showing such clean gameplay, especially on top of that. And we saw how well they worked on Bazaar as there you see it. Both teams are getting picks for themselves, but in control of the Rockets. I mean, it's going to be Bosco Varsity, and that's going to be disgusting.
It really is, and look at this now, Xavier. Saints on the back foot right now. No, no, you missed the spanker shot. Finally been able to clean up with that BR. The shot caller coming through. Nice little trade with that Mangler, and that flag is very, very open right now. Will it be capitalised on the spanker shot coming through? Misses once again. 2 shots wasted, a nice trade, and I think that might be the flag open to get picked up.
I think it's open. Never mind. Xavier Saints, we're playing carefully. At their own point, it is beautifully well done. Beautiful defense here. This is good stuff so far from Xavier Saints as they hold on strong. But Bosco Varsity, they had the Rockets in their hand. 2 whiffs with that. That cost them huge there. That could have cost them a potential flag. So unfortunate as Siskra gets a pick on the Xavier Saints, and this is where Bosco Varsity needs to go ahead and start pushing hard. This is where they need to start making that work on that flag.
Certainly is. Oh no! What? How did you miss? How did you miss the back pat? No, not like this. Oh, Squish finally gets taken out, but that was another point that could have been 1 out. Xavier Saints managed to survive another push. Once again, that overshield is going to come up in the next 10 seconds though, and I think there needs to be a prioritization from the Xavier Saints right here.
There do indeed, and I mean, so far we've seen only Bosco Varsity pushing in every single time, but we have not seen the Saints do anything whatsoever of that kind. They just keep getting picked off, and of course they respawn, but there it is. Squeeze gets the overshield under their control, and this could be possibly where we're seeing the push happen now. And there it is, 1 pick for Xavier Saints. This is something that they see. This is something that they want to capitalize on. Are they going to be able to do it, though? That's going to be the real question. No, they are not. The defense from, I apologize, the defense from Saints is going to push Bosco Varsity off of there as the Saints have the flag under their control.
Yes, but I like this. I like the fact that Bosco realised, right, we can take their flag away from them, make sure that they can't cap, and then it's that scramble to see who can get the pick first. And I don't even think the flag is going to be able to leave the base that far. Oh, as I say that, it is actually in the Saints base. Sorry, I'm talking nonsense. The flag is going to be returned successfully. Well played by Bosco, and they're trying to escort Xavier Saints for a scoring point.
Oh, but Squeeze might be returning in kind here. Ooh, Fraku takes him down. The flag is holding on strong over on the side of Bosco Varsity as they try to clean it up. Mining wants to touch that flag so bad, but can't get close to it. There it is. There's 1 pick, a double kill. Ooh, are we going to be seeing a triple here? No, we're not, but Squeeze is going to go down. Hey, listen, that flag is back in the hands of Bosco Varsity as they deliver it all the way and get their first point.
First point on the board. Remember, CTF can be a time-restricted map, something that we see the time go all the way to the end. At 1 point, that advantage will matter so much later in the round right now. But the spanker misses again. What is happening? You need to hit your shot, guys. And, well, that means it is going to go over to the hands of Pac-Man. Hopefully, this time they can hit their shots.
All right. We see it in the hands of Egg. But we're going to be a trade here as well, though. Pac-Man in control of the Rockets, and I think that is the first rocket kill we've seen this entire match. Finally, it happens. They remembered how those rockets work and where you need to shoot them. Typically, the feet works the best, and it happens. Dynamo Grenade comes out. That's going to slow them down as they decide to take a little bit of the scenic route through the tower basement. So low, and Squeesh is going to defend that flag, but still Bosco Varsity sitting pretty with 1 capture of their own.
They really are chipped all the way down. Overshield's gone here for Siskra as they try to defend a little bit of an assault coming from the other side. But here we go, finding the trouble man themselves. Will they be able to find that last kill? Mining gets picked up. and that's 2 players gone from the Xavier Saints, maybe leaving the base a little bit open, and potentially a forward foot that could be taken by Bosco Varsity. No, they're going to have to defend here.
We're seeing fights breaking out. Oh, has no shields. And when you have no shields, that's a good day for someone with a battle rifle in their hand. Unfortunately, Siskra does get caught out, gets taken out, but thus the name. This is what friends are for. This is what teammates are for. They help you pick up after your mistakes. And that's what we're seeing right now. Xavier Saints on the defense gets a nice grenade kill, and they're holding strong. Shields down, but they are in a pretty place. Never mind, I take that back. Pac-Man has control of the flag in their hands. Mining, though, showing that they get the double kill, and they are going to defend so beautifully. Well done there.
It was nice to have the dynamo grenades help out as well, just chipping away. And I mean, obviously, when that happens, what?
Is that a team kill?
No, it was a backpack.
It was a back tap. Oh, man. Okay, I was about to say, I misread it a little bit there. I misread the names, unfortunately. But that would have been incredibly sad, but still was incredibly huge for the Bosco Varsity there, as they have the flag in their hands. And they also see an overshield come out. But thus the name, finally using those rockets so well. As Bosco Varsity has the overshield in their hands. They're going to be returning the flag back under their control, and is going to be going back to their base.
Yes, well played now, and here we go, the forward foot coming through, dynamo grenades to help out here, lots of utility to come through that one hole, but no, or that one doorway I should say, nothing getting picked up. Again, just continuously going back and forth here, but nobody actually been able to get into the base, but maybe that's the opportunity after that one kill, traded out the one towards Pac-Man. Can they get this one working, Bosco Varsity?
These two teams are just picking each other off one by one. Mining shows Siskra, you gotta watch out. You can't come into my base for free. You're gonna have to fight for it. You're gonna have to work for it here. As the two teams, they've slowed down a little bit. Xavier Saints just cannot penetrate Bosco Varsity's defense here. As Siskra takes down Squisha with a nice long-range engagement. Shields are low, has to watch out. They know that they're gonna be making their own push here very soon, as Mining gets that long-range kill onto Pac-Man.
Well, seems as if there is going to be a bit of a reset here. The Needler, the pink mist does not descend, not being able to capitalize. A lovely plasma pistol shot, and there we go to help out a little kind of elbow sandwich there. Going to get another kill, and it's just shutting down push after push. We are all the way down to 4 minutes left here, and Bosco Varsity are not letting up. They're not relenting in their defense. They are not stopping.
And they don't need to. They don't want to. We're seeing thus the name sneaking behind. Grabbing that flag. Nobody from the Xavier Saints notice thus the name. As they pick up the flag for themselves. Shields are back up. They're going to roll down. Picked off, though, by Fraku, who finally realized that, hey, something's a little bit suspicious here. But you can't hold up to a spike grenade when it is at your feet. And once again, we see CVOD right here holding on to the flag. They got it. They got a grapple shot in their hands, too. As they are waiting, they're making it work. They're going to hold defense here, supporting a little bit of a rough grenade throw. Rough grenade tosses. They happen to the best of us as both flags are out in the field. But Xavier Saints, they're looking good right now as they have the flag back under their control. But a double kill. It's going to stop that very quickly.
Oh no, but look at this, the fact that the flag's been able to be intercepted, actually picked up as it was getting ready to return. That means that both teams can't score at the minute, and that means that potentially we could see, I was about to say, we could see that flag return for Xavier Saints to equal up, not to be though, and it's going to have to be a team sent to defend and a team sent to attack for both teams at this moment. 2 team squads, who's going to win it out?
Looking right now, I mean, Bosco Varsity, they're down 2. Xavier Saints is only down 1. And this is where things could get really interesting, because if Xavier Saints are successful here, they could tie up that scoreboard and possibly push us into overtime sudden death. There it is. Rockets get exchanged. They have to be able to use this, though. We have seen just how badly they can whiff it sometimes, how badly they can't hit these shots. So they got to be careful. They got to make it happen. They got to hit these shots. This is where things could be so intense. Caught out by themselves. Fraku gets the kill. The flag is being returned, but is it going to be too little too late? We know they're coming. We know Bosco Varsity has rockets. They're going to be making their assault very soon.
Oh,
There it is.
that's key.
There it is.
That's so key from Bosco. That's so well played in the strategy department. But look at this, the flags away again. They've traded out here, both teams. And is this going to be a continuous trade of flags? Because if it is, Bosco's going to win out. This is the key point in the match. We need to see who can win this one between the two flags. But they may be trying to bait here. They may be trying to bait, and they are. The grapple shot comes through, trying to move it back. The flag's been returned for Bosco. Can they get their second point? If they can, that will all but secure this last remaining map, and there it is. They take a 2-point lead.
I have to admit, that was some galaxy brain thinking, baiting out members of Xavier Saints using that flag before you yoink it with a grapple shot. That was huge plays right there. And of course, you're supported by your teammates to help keep your backline safe as you make your way through. And Xavier Saints, they gotta push hard. They have 1 minute on the clock here in a second.
Well, we know what happens when Xavier Saints try to change the game. It happened in the Slayer map of Recharge. Surely not like this. It's going to be so heartbreaking as the boys have put in such a performance all in all over the series. I feel as if getting only one map does not do them justice right now. As they continue their assault, they're getting taken out from all angles. Bosco Varsity, sorry. I keep saying University because I'm used to saying that. But Bosco Varsity are just a level above at this moment.
And look at these holds. They cannot be stopped. This is absolutely insane from Bosco Varsity. They have set up the defense. They do not care too much about pushing on to their point. I say that though, and we are seeing it right now. What is this? Thus the name tries to go in for the grapple shot kill. Just can't quite connect, but it doesn't really matter when you have a mangler in your hands and your enemy has no shields as you push in forward on that.
They are pushing forward continuously. An overshield potentially going to come up here. There's not even a chance at overtime. There's not even a chance at coming back. As you have it right here, right now. Bosco Varsity are your Halo champions, and they have done it in such a demanding fashion.
That was insane gameplay from Bosco Varsity. Both teams should absolutely be proud of themselves, but still, you have to have a winner. And that's going to be Bosco Varsity taking the first ever, guys, Halo championship here for the Spring Major.
The inaugural champs right here. Bosco playing so well throughout every single map. You can see it right here. They fell on Live Fire, but they really rallied on Bazaar. Live Fire 2-0, a demanding fashion and oddball. Recharge 39-31, and finally on Bazaar, they won out 2-0. And I mean, this is the thing here, Sam. These scores aren't really representative of how Xavier played, because every single time they were putting up good plays, they were keeping up with Bosco, but not before Bosco just extended that lead and put a final push in for every single map.
It was just a strong showing from both teams. Xavier Saints had that incredibly strong first showing, but then Bosco Varsity, it's like you said, they rallied around. They figured out the secret sauce that they needed in order to win, and that is what they did. And congratulations to them. That's what you want to see when it comes to Halo.
Yeah, commiserations to the Xavier Saints. So I mean, it must be heartbreaking to get all the way here in such a commanding fashion, not dropping a point, as you say, flawless all the way to the end for both teams. Both teams did drop a map, let's be honest here. The Xavier Saints shown that the Titans can bleed, but again, Bosco University just had that final little push. And I think, Sam, that's us done.
I think so, but you know what? We need to wait for the fall season, guys, as the HSEL Summer Open cures those summertime woes with 2 one-month tournaments. This is June and July. $75,000 in prizes, 100% free entry, open to all high school students. Games include Valorant, Brawlhalla, Rocket League, CSGO, Rainbow Six Siege, Minecraft, Halo Infinite, and chess. Visit hsel.gg/summer. Open or follow at HSEL Esports on social media to learn more.
That's amazing, man. I mean, the tournaments they've put on, I mean, we can already see the kind of grassroots high school scene, especially in NA. These players look, I mean, almost as good as the pros with some of the plays that they're pulling off here, Sam. I cannot wait and hopefully get a chance to come back to cast some of those summer games.
I cannot wait. Cairo, it has been an absolute pleasure, my friend. It was great to see these games. It was great to see these players. And once again, congratulations to both teams, Bosco and to Xavier. You both put up a fantastic fight.
Oh, yeah.
But big congratulations to Bosco for taking home the dub.